Hey, this is 6 Bolt and Von Doom's lab. This video I'm going to go over how to enable network outputs on Nixxou's light gun PCSX2 emulator. So this is here, you can see this is where you download the emulator for a Nixxou's light gun PCSX2 emulator. So it's right down here. So once you download it and unzip it, you should get this. And you'll see MAME output sender. This is to send it to the Windows communication that MAME hooker use. But so we need to change it out for one that outputs onto the network so Hook of the Reaper can use it. So let's change that. So you can erase it or just change the name on it. So I'll just change the name. Okay, so now if we unzipped it, we should probably get the new MAME output sender. So I'll switch over to here. And this is where you get the MAME output sender from so you can see up here it's 6 Bolt MAME output sender. And you can always tell on my MAME output sender I have the Hook of the Reaper icon on it. So that's kind of an easy way to tell if it's my output sender or is it the other one. So if you look, you'll see there's 3 different kinds of downloads for it. And the reason for that is when I went through C# and learned all the different compile options, there's like different compile things that you do, and it's all based on if you have the .NET 8 or higher framework and the .NET 8 or higher runtime programs installed. So if you have all the .NET stuff installed, the framework and the runtime, then you can get the need net 8 all. And this is actually 4 files. It's a exe, 1 DLL, and 2, I think, JSON files. And it's only 175 kilobytes, and it's pretty much equal to what was the original MAME output sender. So if you can use the original one, you can probably use this one. So what's the other ones for? And this is more if you don't have the runtime. So if you just have the .NET 8 or higher framework installed and you don't have the runtime stuff installed, you want to get the next one, which is here, the need.NET 8 zip. And when it does, it puts that runtime into the exe. As you can see here, this is about 0.2 megabytes. But putting the .NET runtime into it, it increases it to 25.4 megabytes. So it's a pretty big jump from 0.2 to 25.4 megabytes. Then the next one is everything self-contained. So if you don't have any .NET stuff installed on your computer, so you don't have the .NET 8 framework or the runtimes or nothing, this is the one you want. But as you can see, you go from 0.2, 25.4 to 176 megabyte exe file just for putting all that stuff into it. And it's kind of, to me, it just kind of shouts kind of Windows thing. But if you don't know which one, I would start at the smallest one, which is need net 8 all.zip. If that doesn't work, because you can click on it and it should bring up a little window. If you don't get that little window, you can go to the next one and try. If that doesn't work, then this one should always work because it has everything in the exe. So you should, like I said, start with this one. So coming back to the folder, as you can see here, I have downloaded it. So we can install it. So I'll just say extract here. And like I said, you'll see the MAME output sender, exe, then JSON file, and another JSON file. So these are the 4 files for the smallest one. So, and like I said, this is kind of like the little window. So if you double click on that, you should see a little box coming invalid parameters. That means everything is running right. If you don't see this, then like I said, you should get the next one up. So now you got the MAME output sender in there, so we can start up the PCSX2. So for this one, I'm not really going to show setting up the BIOS in games or anything. I'm going to take off enable automatic updates. But you should go through it and put in the BIOS and the game files and set up the controllers and all that. But this is not what this video is about. It's just showing you how to get the network output sending. So I'm just going to skip this really quick so we can just finish up. Okay, so now once you get everything done right, all the games should be coming in here. Then now what you want to do is go to settings up here. You click on settings and you go to the second one, which is interface. You click on that. And that should bring up another window called settings. Then in the fourth checkbox on the left, you should see enable MAME hooker. And you should click on it to make sure there's a little check mark in the box. Once you have that check mark, you're good. Then you can just close it out and you're done. It's all set up. So thanks. Bye.